Now, if you're a business owner, you've probably run into this. You needed funding, you go to the bank and they either say no or they make you jump through hoops that don't make sense. So that's why many owners turn to private lending. Now I know you've probably heard a lot of horror stories. There are bad actors out there who make private lending look like the worst thing ever. But when it's used the right way, it can be one of the most effective tools to help your business grow. So that's why I'm here today, to break it all down so you can make smarter, more informed decisions for your business. So let's start with the bank. Banks are slow, they're paperwork heavy, and they're very strict. If you don't have the perfect credit, years of financial statements, and strong profits on paper, you're probably not getting approved. Even if you do check all of the boxes, it can take weeks or even months just to get an answer. And by then, the opportunity you needed money for has already passed. Now, if you qualify, banks are great. You usually get lower rates, longer terms, and big facilities. But let's be real, most small and mid-sized businesses owners don't fit the bank's molds. And that's where private lending comes in. So what exactly is private lending? In its simplest form, it's capital from non-bank sources. The goal is speed and flexibility. Instead of judging you only based on your credit score, private lenders look at your business as a whole. What's your revenue? How long you've been operating? Is your cash flow consistent? These are the things that matter most. The process is designed to be very simple. You get approved quickly, you get funded quickly, and keep your business moving forward. Now let's talk about the benefits when it's used correctly. Number one, speed. Funding can happen in as little as 24 to 48 hours. That's right, you can get up to 5 million in less than 2 days. Number two, flexibility. There are multiple programs, cash advances, equipment financing, term options, SBA loan partners, you name it. Number three, credit tolerance. If your credit isn't perfect, that doesn't mean you're out of luck. Private lenders often base approval based on your business performance, not just your numbers. You have repayment options, you have daily, weekly, monthly payment sources structured to fit your cash flow. And five, opportunity access. Private lending lets you say yes when opportunity shows up instead of missing out because the banks drag their feet. Now let's be honest, there are bad players in this industry. People who charge sky-high fees, people who don't explain the terms clearly, and people who push business owners into deals that don't make sense. And those stories spread fast. That's why private lending most times get a bad reputation. But the truth is, the tool itself isn't a problem, it's how it's used. So when private funding is done responsibly with transparency, it can be the difference between a business failing behind or scaling up. So that's why education is key. Because if you don't know how these products work, you can avoid these bad actors. And that puts you in a position to make the best decision. So let me give you a couple of examples. We had a restaurant owner who I worked with. He had credit under 600. The banks wouldn't even have an appointment with him. Through private lending, he was able to get $42,000 in 48 hours. He upgraded his kitchen within the quarter. His revenue jumped up by 20%. Another example is a trucking company. We did 60 days for customers to pay invoices. That tied up all of their cash flow. With private lending, we set up invoice factoring. He had cash in 2 days. That gave him the ability to take on more routes and grow. So that's the difference between when the tool is used correctly. So here's the bottom line. Banks have their place, but they move slowly. They only serve businesses that fit their perfect checklist. Private lending moves faster and is more flexible. And it can keep your business moving when you don't have the time to wait. So yes, there are bad actors, but that is not the entire story. When you understand how these products work, private lending can be one of the most effective tools to grow your business. And that's why I do these videos, to educate you, to give you clarity, and to help you make more informed decisions. So if you want to learn more about your options, click the link in the description, book a free consultation. We'll walk through your situation, your credit, and your goals, and I'll show you what funding solutions might be right for you. So I'm Ricardo, and I'll see you in the next video.